Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. It'll just be yours truly today. We have a small card in the MLB with 8 games, but 2 games with no lines, so 6 games really. No NBA, no NHL. The NBA Finals, I believe, starts on the 6th. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, June 6th. And the Stanley Cup Finals will begin on the 8th, June the 8th. So we won't have either until the 6th and then the 8th. So next few shows is going to be exclusively baseball. And then we might touch on like some CFL here and there as well. But we only have 6 lines for today, so it's going to be a relatively short show. So that's that. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 went right, 1 went wrong in the world of sports betting. Overall, yesterday was a slightly down day for me. I did post all my stuff over on my Cappit, so that's where I'm going off of here. Started off well. Tampa Bay Rays plus 120 was a winner. Rangers minus 130 was a winner. The minus 300 fade on the White Sox first 5 full game, loser. They're the only team that, they're I think 0-8 now, first 5 full game on the minus 300 fade. So they're the annoying team for the minus 300 fade, like the Athletics were last year. Just they wouldn't win at all. San Diego KC first 5 under 4.5 winner. Cincinnati Chicago first 5 under 4 loser. Rockies money line loser. And then the Edmonton Oilers team total over 3 was a loser. They had plenty of time to push that. It is what it is. Cash the bigger bet on them to win the series. I also I believe I gave out a 4-teamer. I did it on Twitter. I believe I gave out a 4-teamer on Twitter and here as well of the 4 playoff series. Celtics minus 1.5 games, Mavericks series, Panthers series, and Oilers series. I actually boosted that from, I believe, plus 827 to 1209, and that came through. That was a nice little winner there. So overall, not a terrible day yesterday, even though my official plays were down 2.20 units. I cashed on a couple other things that made the day profitable. But enough about yesterday. I've moved on 1 game so far today, and that is it. So we will head over to the chat, and then we will get into today's card. Morning first, and today is trash. It absolutely is. I've moved on 1 game, and it's in this game right here. We are going to kick it on off with the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals in this game here. Let's take a look at the line history. Let's see. Hopefully it's moved in my direction. It has not. Great. All right. This line opened up. Oh, that's over on Caesars. Nope, it hasn't. Okay. Line opened up at a minus 116 for the Nationals. It got all the way up to a minus 125. It's now a minus 113. So we've had a slight move towards the Mets in this game now. Line opened up at an 8 minus 110. It's now an 8 at minus 113. So a move towards the over here as well, which sucks because I am on the under here. But we have 67% of the tickets, 56% of the cash on the over, with the line moving slightly towards the over now. But the sharp money coming in on the under, 33% of the tickets, 44% of the cash. 72% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the Natties. And this one with the line now slightly moving towards the Mets. We get Taylor McGill taking on Mackenzie Gore in this game here. McGill, 1.50 ERA, 0.83 whip. That's in 2 starts, 12 innings pitched. 12 strikeouts per 9, which is 35%. 2.25 walks per 9, a 2.59 BABIP, a 1.21 FIP, and a 2.57 SIERA. On the flip side, Mackenzie Gore, 2.76 ERA, 1.19 whip, 11.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%. 2.48 walks per nine, a 3.18 BABIP, but a 2.73 FIP and a 2.96 SIERA. Both these pitchers have been pretty good. Hitting edge, bullpen edge going towards the Nationals, hitting edge going towards the Mets as of late. The Mets are hitting 100 WRC plus, which is 14th against lefties which is much improved. This team was sitting towards the bottom against lefties, but that was really just a couple bad games versus left-handed pitching, like when they got shut down by Max Fried and things like that. But much improved as of late. And the Nationals struggle against righties, 26th in baseball, 86 WRC plus the last 30 days. So I am on the first five under 4.5. I got it at minus 120 in this game. Looking for both these pitchers to pitch well. Let's take a look to see what the line is now for it. I'm not a fan of it moving against me. But let's take a look. It is... Oh, we have actually it's moved down to a 4. Okay, so the first five's moved down. I love it. All right, cool. The first five has moved down. I'm on the first five under 4.5 here between the Mets and the Nationals. No chat, so we'll keep on moving on here. Second game of the day, the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays in this one here. Pick 'em, total 7.5 in this spot. Grayson Rodriguez versus Kevin Gausman. Your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at a minus 114 for Baltimore. Now we're seeing minus 108. And then this line opened up at an 8 and minus 115. It's down to a 7.5 at minus 109. So a move towards the under and a move towards these Toronto Blue Jays. 61% of the tickets and 88% of the cash is on the Orioles, with the line moving towards the Blue Jays. And 85% of the tickets and 86% of the cash is on the over, with the line moving towards the under. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Grayson Rodriguez and Kevin Gausman. Rodriguez, 3.18 ERA, 1.18 whip, 12.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 4.76 walks per nine, a 276 BABIP, a 3.19 FIP, and a 3.44 SIERA. On the flip side, Gausman, 3.76 ERA, 1.37 whip, 11.29 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 2.73 walks per nine, a 397 BABIP, a 203 FIP, and a 293 SIERA. He's been awesome as of late. The bullpen edge does go towards the Orioles in this game, and the hitting edge goes towards the Blue Jays, 110 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 104, which is 11th. So the Blue Jays have been hitting better as of late. And when we look at this matchup here, I'm kind of interested in the Blue Jays early in this spot. I like Gausman. I think he can go out there and shove. And this Blue Jays team has been playing better as of late. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. Granted, they've played Chicago and Pittsburgh. Baltimore coming in off of multiple series wins in a row. They 4 games swept the White Sox. They took 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox. They dropped yesterday's game 4-3 against the Rays, but they won that series against the Rays. For me, if I'm looking at this matchup here, it is Toronto first 5, which you can get Toronto first 5 at a minus 110 on Bet365. I'm going to move on that. I'm going to move on the Toronto Blue Jays only in the first 5 innings, though. I don't want the full game. I could see Baltimore coming back and winning late. This Toronto bullpen, I still don't trust. And I also do lean first 5 under here as well. At a 4, I was hoping more was going to be a 4.5, but I think that's a little bit telling as well. So I'm going to be on the Blue Jays here, minus 110 in the first 5 innings. Toronto here. Head back to the chat. Yeah. Only one game that mattered. Go Pirates. Yes. Orioles money line. I'm on the Blue Jays first 5. I can see the Orioles winning full game. Markel, did you play the soccer one there? Hope you stayed off. Their main striker was out. No, their money line was minus 220. They won. Yeah. No, they lost 3-2. There you go. Yeah, soccer. Blue Jays money line. Yeah, I would lean Blue Jays. But yeah, we'll keep on moving here. We have the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. Pick them in this game, total 7.5. We have Tariq Skubal and Nathan Eovaldi. Jeez, for a small slate, we're getting some really nice pitching matchups. Line opened up with the Rangers as minus 105 favorites, and they're now seeing minus 108. Line opened up with 7.5 minus 118. It's now 7.5 at even money. So we have a move towards the under, and we have a move towards the Rangers in this game. 53% of the tickets, 83% of the cash on the Tigers in this game. Interesting there. 77% of the tickets, 63% of the cash on the over. The line moving down towards the under, which I'm definitely very, very interested in an under with these two teams. Tariq Skubal, 2.37 ERA, 0.92 whip, 11.53 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 1.48 walks per nine, a 292 BABIP, but 1.91 FIP, and a 2.36 ERA. On the flip side, Nathan Eovaldi, 2.16 ERA, 1.08 whip, 10.80 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 2.16 walks per nine, a 318 BABIP, a 1.45 FIP, and a 2.64 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Detroit Tigers. Hitting edge goes towards the Tigers as well. 111 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 77, which is 27th. I do see in this game Tariq Skubal having a good game here in this one. And we can get a 4 at minus 120 on BetMGM. Sorry. I'm going to move on this first 5 under 4 in this game. I look for Skubal to have a good start, and I look for Eovaldi to have a good start as well. We have all the money on the we have the public on the over, the line moving towards the under, which makes me like it even more. We're getting a good number here, so I'm going to be on the first 5 under 4 at minus 120. First 5 under 4 minus 120. Let me just plug this one in. Go. And then it would be that much. There we go. Small card, but we're making moves. Small card, but we got plays on everything so far. Yeah, for Padres, we were on the Royals yesterday. Do you think it can a pitcher's day? It could be a pitcher's day, yeah. And that's not the first time we've seen the San Francisco Giants brutal choke job. Yeah, that was the last one. It cost me big time though. I like the Tigers in the first 5, then over 7.5. I like the under, but yeah, that's chill. I think if you like the over, you take the Tigers team total over because I see Skubal shoving. Yeah, I'm on Croatia minus 1.5 today. There's more soccer. There you go. Rangers money line. I expect the Tigers to play good, so they won't. Fair. Over 7.5? No. Justin Jefferson, $35 million a year for 4 years. I get it. He's good, but that's a massive overpayment. He's good. He's not best non-quarterback. My bad. He's not highest paid non-quarterback good. He's just not. Yes, very small card. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Them Phillies should have cashed yesterday. That's what it is. Okay. There you go. Well, let's keep on moving here. The Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Astros minus 170 favorites in this game, total of 8. Line open up 171. It's a 170. Line open up at an 8. It's a minus 115. Now it's down to an 8, minus 110. Move towards the under, and a move toward and a slight move towards the Astros. 87% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the Astros in this game, with the line moving slightly towards them. And then on the flip side, 69% of the tickets, nice, and 57% of the cash on the over in this one as well. We have Gibson and Verlander here. Gibson, 2.91 ERA, a 1.24 whip, 12.47 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.44 walks per nine, a 277 BABIP, a 3.63 FIP, and a 4.05 Sierra. On the flip side, Verlander, 3.68 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, 8.1 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 2.7 walks per nine, a 245 BABIP, a 4.87 FIP, and a 4.56 Sierra. Bullpen edge does go towards the Astros. Hitting edge goes towards the Cardinals, 125 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 115 WRC plus, which is fourth. Two teams that are absolutely smashing the baseball right now. I have no interest in this game whatsoever. I would lean towards the Astros, but I think they're too expensive. And I would lean maybe towards an over because both these teams have been hitting really well as of late. And I don't really trust Verlander, and I don't trust Gibson. So I guess over or nothing if I'm betting this game. But we'll just leave this at a nothing. We'll keep on moving on here. 2 games remaining on the card. Yes, there are 8 games today. We do not have lines for 2 of them. We don't have lines for Philly and Milwaukee. We do not have lines for San Fran and Arizona. We do have a line for Cincinnati and Colorado, where the Reds are slight favorites here in Coors Field. This line opened up around a 130, and it's down to a 107 now, so a big move towards the Rockies. Line opened up at a 10 at minus 115, and 10.5 minus 115. It's now 10.5 minus 113. So a slight move towards the under and a big move towards the Rockies. 67% of the tickets and 91% of the cash is on the Reds, with the line moving heavily towards the Rockies in this game here. We have Andrew Abbott versus Ryan Feltner. Abbott, 3.30 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, 10.7 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%. 1.8 walks per nine, a 242 BABIP, a 506 FIP, and a 4.54 Sierra. On the flip side, Ryan Feltner, 5.29 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, 5.03 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%. 2.12 walks per nine, a 287 BABIP, a 4.33 FIP, and a 4.78 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Reds. Hitting edge goes towards the Rockies, 104 WRC plus, which is 13 versus lefties, compared to the Reds, who are not hitting anything versus righties, 77 WRC plus, which is 29th. And I think I'm going to stick with the pattern here of sticking with teams in the first 5 innings. We took the Blue Jays first 5. We took the first 5 under in both the Mets game and the Rangers game. And we're going to go with another first 5 play here. Give me the Colorado Rockies. You can get a minus 115 over on Bet365, or where I'm going to go ahead and bet them, minus 115 on Fanatics. Let me get those rewards. This Rockies team is a team I'm looking to bet on more at home than on the road, obviously. But this is a sneaky little Rockies team that I've been backing a little bit as of late, and they've been making me a little bit of money, and I can get them at a reasonable price tag here in the first 5 innings. I'm going to do that. I'm looking to back them in Coors Field, and I will do that here. Rockies first 5 minus 115 against the Reds. Look for them to take the first 5, and then I see them struggle with the bullpens late, but the Reds offense does not scare me whatsoever. I also lean under the total. Under 5.5 first 5, under 10.5 full game. I would lean in those directions as well. There you go. Astros first 5 money line minus 120. Where are they minus 120? That's probably the first 5 run line. Astros, but they're outpriced. Exactly. Reds money line. I like the Rockies first 5 as well. There we go. Last game of the card. We only had 6 lines available, and this is the last of them. We get the LA Angels and the San Diego Padres. This line opened up. With the Padres minus 118. It's now up to a minus 140. Line opened up 8.5 minus 110. It's now an 8.5 minus 105. So a slight move towards the under and a big move towards the Padres. 69% of the tickets, nice, and 90% of the cash will definitely move the Padres that much. And then 73% of the tickets, 67% of the cash on the over in this game here. We have Matt Waldron and Tyler Alexander. Waldron, 4.15 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 11.42 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. 3.12 walks per 9, a 379 BABIP, a 2.74 FIP, and a 3.16 Sierra. On the other side, Anderson's been okay, but massive negative regression expected here. A 3 ERA, a 1.18 whip, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 3.69 walks per nine, a 234 BABIP, a 4.31 FIP, and a 5 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. Hitting edge goes towards the Padres, 94 WRC plus, which is 19th, compared to 85, which is 27th. I just feel like I missed my line for this game. If you wanted the Padres, we should have grabbed them earlier when they were in like the minus 120s range. At minus 140, I think we've missed our line. And if you want the Padres, you have to lay the -1. And I really don't have too much of an interest in doing that there. So I'll stick with the 4 plays I already have. And that is it. That is the full card for today. Light card in the MLB, light show, but it is what it is. So yeah. Nick, what price did you get the Rockies at? I got the first 5 minus 115. And then Robert looking at the Angels, first 5 plus 123. There you go. But quick little recap, and then we will head on out. Not much of a card for me today. We went over 6 games. I have 4 plays, so actually a decent sized card, all things considered. We're starting it off with the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals, first 5 under 4.5 minus 120. The Toronto Blue Jays, first 5 minus 110 on Bet365. Both those first 2 on Bet365. Detroit and Texas, first 5 under 4 minus 120 BetMGM. And then ending off the night, Colorado Rockies minus 115, first 5 on Fanatics. I've moved on 1 college baseball game so far. I did ECU in the over 13.5 at plus 139. I'm riding out the LSU future. I got them plus 110 to win their region, or plus 115 to win their region. They're minus 105 in today's game. I would lean towards LSU if we're looking at that matchup there. Let me take a look at the other matchups real quick. For games I probably will get involved with as well. I might get involved with Okie State, looking for a run line there, and maybe you can you could 2-team Oklahoma and ECU. Maybe you 2-team Oklahoma State and Oklahoma, or ECU and Oklahoma State. Things along those lines if you're looking to do that. But not too much action in college baseball today. I'll probably get involved with a couple 2-teamers and things along those lines. But there we go. I do lean Nation's money line. They're a decent hitting team. They've struggled against righties though. I like the Jays and the Mets. I am on the Jays. I stayed off the Mets. I stayed off the side in the Mets game. I'm on the first 5 under. Are Phillies a cash cow? I have no idea. I don't have a line for them. On DraftKings, they're minus 218, but there's been no line movement. I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. There's no market for me to look at that for. Rockies money line, agreed. Might take Brewers today. Phillies have a hard time scoring last night. Maybe. Last couple inning, yeah. But that is going to do it for today's show. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And we will catch you guys same time, same place tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, guys.